Welcome on board the news track. I'm Rahul Kamal. The Republic television rating scam. Arnab Goswami paying people in Mumbai to watch Republic television. Some of them uneducated slum dwellers who didn't even know English but who are paid on a monthly basis to watch their English news channel. How the rating system was rigged. A sensational press conference by the Mumbai police is my top focus on the news track tonight.
Mega TV viewership scandal explodes.
BARC ने जो अपनी एनालिटिकल रिपोर्ट सबमिट की है उसमें जो नाम सामने आया है वो है रिपब्लिक टेलीविजन का.
Unprecedented 40,000 crore rupee racket. Republic TV rigged the ratings. Mumbai police exposes scam.
आप सभी को मालूम है कि ये जो एडवर्टाइजमेंट का गेम होता है टेलीविजन पे, ये हजारों करोड़ का गेम होता है.
Republic paid cash for news viewership.
If you have not done anything wrong, you are innocent. Why are you giving us this treatment?
Ratings fixed for propaganda. Viewers, you are being cheated.
The Mumbai police says they have confessions of employees of Hansa, the agency which tabulated the data for BARC, which is the company that runs the BARC television rating system. They also say that they've got financial transactions, bank account details which show payments made from Republic Television to these rogue employees of Hansa who helped Arnab Goswami fix the rating system. But the biggest question is, how strong is the evidence? Because this evidence doesn't have to stand in a television debate or in a kangaroo court. It's not about my perception or your bias. It's about whether a real judge, not the kind of kangaroo courts that he tends to run, but a real judge finds this to be meaty, to be held against Republic Television in a court of law. Does it have the meat to pass muster in a court of law? I'll put some tough questions to the Mumbai Police Commissioner Parambir Singh. He's the man leading the probe. Republic Television and Arnab deny the charges that have been leveled against them. They say because they've been running multiple stories against the Maharashtra government, which is why the Mumbai police has filed this case. How confident is the commissioner? And it's been thought by those in the news industry that there was something fishy about the ratings that were put out by BARC. But there was never any evidence to back that suspicion. Now the Mumbai police claims to have unearthed a mega television ratings rigging racket. The Mumbai police commissioner has alleged that Republic Television and two Marathi channels were manipulating TRPs by bribing households to keep their channels on through the day. The Mumbai police says that promoters of the channel will be summoned for questioning very soon. Here is our lead story tonight.
Republic cheated Bharat. That's the sensational charge made by the Mumbai police against English television news channel Republic TV. City Police Commissioner Parambir Singh made the sensational revelation in a press conference. The Mumbai top cop alleged that Republic TV and two Marathi channels showed suspicious television rating point patterns or TRP patterns. The police claim that Republic TV fixed viewership ratings by manipulating TRP barometers. Households that had TRP meters were given 400 to 500 rupees per month to keep Republic TV on. The rigging of ratings allegedly continued for a while, and that the manipulation of ratings was done to peddle fake propaganda.
जो मैनिपुलेटेड हाउसहोल्ड्स थे, जो डेटा मैनिपुलेट किया जा रहा था, उन हाउसहोल्ड्स को बोला जाता था कि आप किसी विशेष चैनल को ऑन रखिएगा, आप देखें या ना देखें, लेकिन ये चैनल ऑन रहना चाहिए, आप घर में हैं या नहीं हैं. कुछ व्यक्ति तो जो अनपढ़ हैं, अनएजुकेटेड हैं, उनके घर में इंग्लिश के चैनल्स को ऑन करके रखने की डील की गई थी.
The Mumbai police has said that it is investigating the promoters and bank accounts of Republic TV and that summons for questioning of the channel's top bosses could be issued soon.
BARC ने जो अपनी एनालिटिकल रिपोर्ट सबमिट की है उसमें जो नाम सामने आया है वो है रिपब्लिक टेलीविजन का, जिसमें के सस्पिशन ट्रेंड्स टीआरपी के देखे गए। 2 चैनल के ओनर्स फख्त मराठी एंड बॉक्स सिनेमा के ओनर्स को ऑलरेडी अरेस्ट कर लिया गया है। गुने के इन्वेस्टिगेशन में जो अब सामने आ रहे हैं वो रिपब्लिक टीवी के वहाँ काम करने वाले लोग या उस कंपनी के डायरेक्टर्स या प्रोमोटर्स इन्वॉल्व होने के चांसेस हैं। आगे का इन्वेस्टिगेशन उसके हिसाब से रिपब्लिक टेलीविजन के डायरेक्टर्स, प्रोमोटर्स या बाकी जो लोग इसमें इन्वॉल्व हैं उनके खिलाफ आगे का इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया जा रहा है।
Republic TV in a statement has called the Mumbai police allegations false and has said that it will file a criminal defamation case against the police commissioner. But when questioned about rigging charges, the editor-in-chief of Republic TV chose to evade.
And now the question we are asking is, it's a simple question. If you have not done anything wrong, you are innocent. Why are you giving us this treatment? Why are we being pushed? If you say it's your victory.
Television ratings agency BARC, meanwhile, has said that it appreciates the efforts of the Mumbai police and will provide support asked of it.
सरकार विश्वास रखती है मीडिया पर, मीडिया के आज़ादी पर। मीडिया अपनी स्वतंत्रता संयम से कैसे काम करे इसकी यंत्रणा खुद तैयार करे। ये टीआरपी का अनावश्यक बोझ मीडिया को कभी न कभी बंद करना पड़ेगा, सुधारना पड़ेगा या कुछ अच्छा उसका रूप देना पड़ेगा। लेकिन एक रिस्पॉन्सिबल जर्नलिज्म हो, इसके लिए और वो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी खुद ही तय करना होता है।
Mumbai police has unearthed what it says is a rupees 40,000 crore rating scam. Mumbai police has said that Republic channel rigged ratings and bribed people to watch their channels. Now, the editor-in-chief of Republic will be questioned by the Mumbai police. Mumbai police proceedings will be reported by India Today. There is a difference between fabricating truth and being the fabric of truth. With camera person Kiran Sapkal, this is Divyesh Singh in Mumbai for India Today.
On India Today television, in his first interview after that explosive press conference which is being tracked by viewers all across the country, we have with us Parambir Singh, the police commissioner of Mumbai, with us live from Mumbai. Parambir Singh, welcome to India Today. Can you give our viewers a lowdown on how you started this investigation, why you started the investigation, and the kind of complaint that came to you? Mr. Singh, welcome.
Thank you very much. And this investigation was started after we received a complaint from Hansa, which is the agency which works with BARC, which measures the TRP ratings of all the different channels. And as you all very well know, TRP ratings actually directly translates to revenues. The advertising revenues are directly related to the TRPs of a particular channel. So once we got this complaint from Hansa that there were some ex-employees of Hansa who were leaking out the confidential data of the barometers which were installed for meeting TRPs. And these were being manipulated. So thereafter we started our investigation. A case was registered. One ex-employee of Hansa was first arrested, and one led to the other. One more employee was arrested. Some cash and some amounts were recovered from the banks. And what came out, that these people on behalf of different channels were paying the households to run the particular channels for a long period of time while they were home, while they were not home. And the amount being paid to each household was about 400 to 500 rupees. So that was the basic case. And thereafter, the BARC also identified some suspicious patterns, some suspicious trends in viewership of certain channels.
जी
So some channels were identified by BARC. और BARC खरीदी के एक बड़ा चैनल रिपब्लिक है, उसकी भी जो रेटिंग्स है उसमें कुछ सस्पिशियस मूवमेंट दिखाई दे रही थी। और जब हमने कुछ इस प्रकार के हाउस होल्ड्स को जाके कांटेक्ट किया, उनको लेके आए पूछताछ के लिए, तो उन्होंने बताया कि उनको पैसे दिए गए थे और रिपब्लिक टेलीविज़न ऑन रखने के लिए अपने घर में, वो घर में हो या ना हो। इनफैक्ट ऐसा भी सामने आया कि इनमें से कुछ लोग तो पढ़े लिखे नहीं थे, फिर भी वो इंग्लिश का चैनल देख रहे थे रिपब्लिक। तो ये पैसा दे के टीआरपी को मैनिपुलेट किया जा रहा था। इसमें ब्रीच ऑफ ट्रस्ट एंड चीटिंग दो नॉन बेलेबल केसेस दाखिल हैं 409 एंड 420 ऑफ आईपीसी में। हमारी क्राइम ब्रांच आगे इसमें इन्वेस्टिगेशन कर रही है। एसीपी सांडभोर को इन्वेस्टिगेशन दिया गया है, उनके साथ एक सीआईओ की टीम दी गई है और एक ये प्रोफेशनल इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया जा रहा है।
कमिश्नर साहब, आपको ये आरोप साबित करने होंगे, एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में नहीं, एक टेलीविजन चैनल में नहीं, एक डिबेट के दौरान नहीं, बल्कि एक अदालत में। हम आपसे जानना चाहेंगे और तमाम दर्शक जो इस वक्त आपको आज तक और इंडिया टुडे पर देख रहे हैं वो आपसे जानना चाहेंगे, आपके पास कितना पुख्ता सबूत है यह आरोप साबित करने के लिए कि अर्नब गोस्वामी और रिपब्लिक टेलीविजन देश की जनता के साथ धोखा कर रहे थे, लोगों को पैसा देकर अपना चैनल दिखा रहे थे और रेटिंग सिस्टम को फिक्स करने की ये कोशिश कर रहे थे। आपके पास एविडेंस कितना स्ट्रांग है कमिश्नर साहब?
हमको बीआरसी ने कुछ जो सस्पिशियस पैटर्न था टीआरपी का, वो हमको उन्होंने पहले बीआरसी ने दिया रिपब्लिक के बारे में। फिर हमको कुछ विटनेसेस मिले हैं जिनको पैसा देके टीआरपी बढ़ाने के लिए उनको ये चैनल देखने के लिए किया गया था। ऑलरेडी विटनेस आ गए हैं हमारे पास, बीआरसी से हमारे पास रिपोर्ट आई है। इसके अलावा आगे का हमारा इन्वेस्टिगेशन जारी है। ऑलरेडी कुछ एविडेंस आ चुकी है और एविडेंस इकट्ठा करने का काम शुरू है। हमारे पास समय है, हम जिस प्रकार से हमारी एविडेंस आती जाएगी उस प्रकार से आगे का इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया जाएगा एंड अल्टीमेटली वी विल ट्राई एंड मेक अ साउंड प्रूफ केस, फुल प्रूफ केस।
कमिश्नर साहब, हम चूंकि एक तरफा खबर नहीं दिखाते हैं, हम दोनों पहलुओं को दर्शकों के सामने रखते हैं, इसलिए मैं आपसे रिपब्लिक टीवी के डिफेंस, उनका जो वक्तव्य आया है उसके बारे में भी पूछना चाहूंगा। रिपब्लिक टेलीविजन कह रहा है कि चूंकि उन्होंने मुंबई की सरकार के खिलाफ, मुंबई की पुलिस के खिलाफ खबरें दिखाई, आपके खिलाफ व्यक्तिगत तौर पे खबरें दिखाई, इसलिए आपका एजेंडा है या आप उनकी जर्नलिज्म से, उनकी पत्रकारिता से नाखुश थे, इसलिए एक एजेंडे के तहत उनको टारगेट किया जा रहा है। इस आरोप पर कमिश्नर साहब आपका क्या कहना है?
इस आरोप पर तो मुझे हंसी आती है। एजेंडा ड्रिवन जर्नलिज्म कौन कर रहा था ये सभी को मालूम है। कुछ सेक्शन ऑफ मीडिया किस प्रकार से एक एजेंडे को ड्राइव कर रहा था, मुंबई पुलिस को डिफेम करने के लिए, मुंबई पुलिस को पब्लिक में मुंबई पुलिस की इमेज खराब करने के लिए। डेफिनेटली कवरेज ऑफ सर्टन चैनल्स वाज वेरी वेरी एजेंडा ड्रिवन। वी हैव नो एजेंडा, आवर एजेंडा इज ओनली अ प्रोफेशनल इन्वेस्टिगेशन एंड नथिंग मोर देन दैट।
क्या मैं आपसे ये जान सकता हूं कि अगर रिपब्लिक टेलीविजन कहे कि हमने पैसे नहीं दिए, हम इन आरोपों का खंडन करते हैं, हम तो आप पे मानहानि का केस करने वाले हैं, ये साबित कैसे होगा कि वाकई में रिपब्लिक टीवी ने पैसे देकर लोगों को ठगा, दर्शकों के जो इमोशंस हैं उनके साथ खिलवाड़ किया, पैसे देकर लोगों को कहा कि आप हमारा चैनल देखिए? या आप प्रूफ कैसे करेंगे, क्योंकि इस तरह की कोई भी पेमेंट कैश में हुई होगी लाजमी तौर पे, कोई चेक काट के अपने साइन के साथ तो नहीं करेगा ऐसी पेमेंट।
यही हमारा इन्वेस्टिगेशन है। वी विल डू अ प्रोफेशनल इन्वेस्टिगेशन, थॉरो इन्वेस्टिगेशन होगा एंड कुछ एविडेंस हमारे पास ऑलरेडी आई है। और आज तक शायद ही कोई आरोपी है जो खुद आकर बोलता है कि हमने गुनाह किया है। प्रत्येक आरोपी तो गुनाह डिनाई ही करता है, वो तो इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एजेंसी के ऊपर होता है कि एविडेंस इकट्ठी की जाए एंड जो जिनके खिलाफ एविडेंस मिलती है उनको प्रोसिक्यूट किया जाए, एंड दैट इज व्हाट वी प्लान टू डू।
आपने अपनी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में कहा कमिश्नर साहब कि आप समन जारी करने वाले हैं रिपब्लिक टेलीविजन की मैनेजमेंट, उनकी मालकियत पर। तो आप समन कब जारी करने वाले हैं और अर्नब गोस्वामी को पूछताछ के लिए कब बुलाया जाएगा?
जो भी उनके अधिकारी हैं इस सब्जेक्ट से डील करते हैं, या टॉप मैनेजमेंट है, प्रमोटर्स हैं, आवश्यकता अनुसार जिस प्रकार से हमारा इन्वेस्टिगेशन आगे बढ़ेगा उनको समन किया जाएगा। हो सकता है कि कुछ समन आज ही जारी कर दिए जाएं।
आप कह रहे हैं कि आज ही समन जारी हो सकते हैं रिपब्लिक टेलीविजन की मैनेजमेंट के खिलाफ कि आप आइए मुंबई पुलिस के सामने, तमाम जो आरोप लगे हैं उनका जवाब दीजिए?
कुछ समन तो आज अवश्य जारी हो सकते हैं।
मैं आपसे यह भी जानना चाहता हूं कि दो जो बाकी चैनल हैं उनके मालिकों को आपने गिरफ्तार किया है। अगर आरोप वही है, सबूत वही है, तफ्तीश वही है, तो ऐसा क्यों कि दो लोगों को गिरफ्तार किया गया और तीसरे को नहीं?
वहाँ डायरेक्ट एविडेंस ओनर्स के विषय में हमारे पास डायरेक्ट एविडेंस था। यहाँ जहाँ बड़ा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होता है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में कौन एग्जैक्टली रिस्पॉन्सिबल है, कौन बेनिफिशियरी है, कितना फ़ायदा हुआ है, वो डिटेल्ड इन्वेस्टिगेशन हमारा चल रहा है। और जो भी इसके लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल मिलेगा उनको बुलाया जाएगा और उनके विरुद्ध आवश्यक कार्रवाई की जाएगी।
पिछले कितने दिनों से आपकी ये तहकीकात चल रही थी? साथ ही साथ मुंबई के कितने इलाकों में ये फैला है? क्योंकि कई लोग जानेंगे कि क्या ये एक ही कोई केस है, क्या किसी एक ही डिब्बे में, किसी एक ही घर में ये हुआ, या आपको लग रहा है कि टेलीविजन रेटिंग को फिक्स करने का जो स्कैम है रिपब्लिक टेलीविजन का, वो बहुत बड़े पैमाने पर पूरी मुंबई शहर में चल रहा था?
तो मैं कहूँगा ये कि और ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ मुंबई शहर में ही हो रहा हो, ये देशव्यापी स्कैम भी हो सकता है। मुंबई में तो करीब 2000 तक के बैरोमीटर्स लगे हैं और पूरे देश में 30,000 से अधिक बैरोमीटर्स लगे हैं। सो छोटा सा भी उसका अगर मैनिपुलेट किया जाता है, उसका असर टीआरपी रेटिंग पर बहुत पड़ता है और उसका असर रेवेन्यू के ऊपर पड़ता है। इट डायरेक्टली ट्रांसलेट्स इनटू मनी, इनटू रेवेन्यूज़। तो ये एक चीटिंग हुई है एडवर्टाइजर्स के साथ, अलग अलग एजेंसीज के साथ, और उसी प्रकार का गुनाह हमने दाखिल भी किया है। जो एडवर्टाइजर्स हैं उनको भी बुलाया जाएगा, उनसे भी पूछताछ की जाएगी, उनको इसकी कितनी जानकारी थी, या वो सिर्फ इस स्कैम के विक्टिम्स हैं और उनको कितना नुकसान हुआ है, उनसे भी ये पूछताछ की जाएगी।
जो इस केस में अक्यूज नंबर 1 है अर्नब गोस्वामी, वो ये आरोप लगा रहा है कि वो एक तो बेगुनाह है और दूसरा साथ ही साथ वो ये आरोप लगा रहा है कि वो आप पर मानहानि का मुकदमा करने वाला है, कि आप पर्सनली, चूंकि उनकी कवरेज आपके खिलाफ रही है, इसलिए आप उनसे नाखुश हो और आप पे वो क्रिमिनल डेफिनेशन की बात कर रहा है। अक्यूज नंबर 1।
किसी भी व्यक्ति को कानूनी कार्रवाई करने का अधिकार है, उसके बारे में मैं क्या कह सकता हूं, वो उनका अधिकार है, करें अवश्य।
आखिर में कमिश्नर साहब ये बताएं, तमाम जो दर्शक आपको देख रहे हैं वो जानना चाहेंगे कि क्या मुंबई के पुलिस कमिश्नर कॉन्फिडेंट हैं, क्या उनको विश्वास है कि ये जो बहुत ही बड़े संगीन आरोप आपने लगाए हैं उनको आप एक अदालत में, टेलीविजन चैनल पर नहीं, बहस के दौरान नहीं, जज के सामने अदालत में साबित कर पाएंगे? क्या आपको कॉन्फिडेंस है कि वाकई में ये केस अदालत में खड़ा हो पाएगा?
अदालत में खड़ा करने के लिए हमारे पास 3 महीने का इन्वेस्टिगेशन का समय है। इन्वेस्टिगेशन शुरू हो चुका है। जिन लोगों पे आरोप लगे हैं उनके खिलाफ कुछ एविडेंस आई है। इन्वेस्टिगेशन का कार्य होता है आगे की एविडेंस इकट्ठा करना। वो इकट्ठी एविडेंस की जाएगी और जिसके विरुद्ध एविडेंस आएगी, आरोप सिद्ध होंगे, उनको चार्जशीट किया जाएगा और प्रोसिक्यूशन का सामना करना पड़ेगा।
That was the Mumbai Police Commissioner speaking to us on India Today and Aaj Tak. He claims he's confident that he has the evidence to establish these charges in a court of law. But as we've been saying on India Today, you know, the ultimate test is whether these charges can be proven in a court of law or not. They don't need to be established in a kangaroo court or on TV or in a debate. The weight of evidence needs to be held in a court of law, and we'll track whether or not that happens very closely. So is Republic Television fixing ratings? Is this an opportunity to clean out the entire rating system? And what does this mean for viewers who were made to believe a certain truth But in reality, that truth was being inflated because there were people who were being paid, some of them, according to the Mumbai police, uneducated, poor people living in slums being paid to watch an English news channel when they don't speak the language, most certainly would not be watching this if it were their first choice. Joining me on the news track, I want to welcome people associated with the media in the past who've now gone on to do different things. First and foremost, Ashutosh. He's been editor of a Hindi news channel, IBN7, now a political analyst, former Neta. Supriya Sharnarathe used to run a business news channel. She's now a spokesperson of the Congress party. Dilip Cherin was one of India's best-known image consultants, brand gurus. Madhu Kishwa, well-known political analyst and journalist and editor. For a perspective from the Mumbai police, PK Jain, former commissioner. So let me start by going to Ashutosh, because this is something that's been suggested, Ashutosh, for a very long time. It's been insinuated, suspected, but there never was any evidence and never was there any interest amongst law enforcers to try and probe those channels who were rigging the rating system. Now the Mumbai police has bitten the bullet. Do you think it's about time that we actually get to the bottom of this rating scam? And if Republic TV has indeed been buying TRPs, then they need to pay for it.
Rahul, till 2006, I was with Aaj Tak, and I was not in a managerial position. Though I was, when I left Aaj Tak, I was the input editor there, but not involved with the TRP and other things. But in 2006, when I moved to IBN7, then obviously as an editor, the managing editor of the channel, there was TRP discussions and all things happened. And since then, till I resigned in 2014, I can tell you there were n number of times when I had a serious doubts and the serious suspicion where the TRP is manipulated. And in fact, there was a time when I discussed with my team and I thought, let's have a sting operation on this. But somehow we could not do that. But it was a done deal at that point of time. And we had a strong suspicion. We were told by many people that so-and-so channel has rigged the ratings. But since we did not have any evidence, any proof, so we couldn't move forward. So it's not that this in 2020 this story has suddenly come up and now everybody, the world will know that the TRP is rigged. Rigging of the TRP has been a great whisper in the media corridors. So I'm not surprised today. What has affected today is that what I was told at that point of time, that these TRPs are rigged, but there is a smoke screen also, because you need a justification for rigging. And justification is you create a kind of content so that if tomorrow somebody is asking, how come your rating jumped from this to this place, you became from 4th to number 1 player, you can always go back and say, you know, we ran this content was differentiated from the rest, and that is why we got the things. I do not know what exactly in the last 2.5 months has happened. Is the coverage of Sushant Singh Rajput was a smoke screen? Was a justification? I'm not very sure about it, but I'm sure since rating of the Republic jumped to number 1 position, and between number 1 and the number 2, the difference was wide. And difference was so wide that anybody could have doubted how come it is possible. So I could understand that something fishy had really happened. Rest only with the investigation. And I heard your interview with Parambir Singh, and I could see that he was very confident about facing the questions and was very confident about his investigation. So this is a sad day for all of us.
But here's also what could have happened. That yes, there are a certain number of people who are genuine viewers of a particular channel, but then artificially you inflate it by paying people so that when the ratings come out, it seems that there is a huge spike. And this has been insinuated, Supriya Sharnarathe, for a very long time. Do you believe it's about time that the Mumbai police now take this case to its logical conclusion? And if indeed Arnab Goswami and his team at Republic TV have been buying TRPs, then they need to answer before the court.
Without a doubt, but before I go any further, I think week 39, India today with 40.2% TRPs deserves a big round of applause.
Ordinarily, I just want to say, we'd be very chuffed with the fact that we are number 1, but just at a time when the whole system itself is facing so much muck, we're not particularly excited because for the moment we leave it on the side. But yes, to all our viewers who've been watching us over the last several days and especially last week, a big thank you. And this is not just by a small gap. India Today's ratings are 40% plus. Our closest competitor, Republic Television, is at 28. It's a huge gap. But I don't want to get too excited and talk about that in the moment because the whole system itself is under question. And I think those are the questions we need to try and address at this moment. Supriya.
No, without a doubt. But the only reason I mentioned this was that there are viewers out there who want to see genuinely good content. And my worry about this system really and what is really coming to light is, and it is an open secret. I have come from media, Ashutosh is there, you yourself are there. This has been an open system of how muddied the waters really are. My worry is on two fronts. The first front is that first there is a certain narrative that is sold and everybody falls for it, that, oh my God, this is the reason why the TRPs have spiked, and everybody starts following the same agenda. So that's number one. The number 2 point is that your advertisers are being fooled, because what do advertisers see? Advertisers see your TRPs. And ironically, today is the Thursday. Thursday mornings were very stressful for all of us who worked in media. That's the day when your TRPs come. The reality, Rahul, is that this is lying at multiple levels. You've lied to your viewers. You've perhaps lied to your advertisers. You're lying through the system. This is almost gaming and rigging the system. And anybody who's done that has perhaps weakened the fourth pillar of democracy, which is media. And you and I don't see eye to eye on many issues. But I respect the fact that you have a right to question and to grill politicians. If you start running a propaganda and then base your fake TRPs on that, that is where the issue arises. And that's the problem with the particular channel in question today, which is Republic TV. How everybody wanted to follow that one agenda is the big cause of concern. And you and I both know that because English news category is niche, 2,000 households in Mumbai, a few households here and there can really distort the TRP ratings. And who's going to take care of this? Who's going to answer questions there? So the system needs to be fixed is my big concern.
Because Dilip Cherian, journalism is a larger public service. And when we put out content, we have to first keep in mind, whether this is fair, whether this is right, whether we are being just. If you turn it into a game where you can buy and sell rating points, then it's like fixing a cricket match, because people, when they watch cricket, it's sacred to them. They expect players to be giving it their best. Sure, somebody wins, somebody loses, somebody plays well, somebody doesn't, and needs to deal with the consequences. But when you start fixing, you just corrupt the whole process, and that then impacts the trust of every single person who's watching.
This morning at the vice presidential debate, there was a line which was bandied around several times, which is that you're entitled to your opinion, but you're not entitled to the facts. So the facts need to be brought out. What the police commissioner has started with, and what your questions have also pushed him to reveal in a sense, is that the facts have been investigated up to a part. Now let's get to the technology of it. What Hansa's employees or ex-employees have been caught doing is something that is actually quite easy to do, because to get opinions or ratings of 700 million people who are the total television audience is one thing. But to get the ratings for English channels means that you have to subvert only a few households. So the image that we have that it is difficult to rig is actually incorrect, as the Hansa former employees have confessed to the police, whatever the Mumbai police is saying. So the first thing is that what has been destroyed is the image of correct measurement, and the advertising agencies are actually paying BARC to provide this service to them. At the second level, the image that has been shattered is that of the corporates who are actually putting the ads. For them, they have been relying on advertising agencies who say, okay, we are paying this agency to give us the numbers. Here is our media spend plan based on the numbers that we have been given. So the corporates put their reliance and put their trust. And the image is that the advertising agency knows the mathematics of what it is doing. But when you have a few head ends, which cable TV or whatever TV is being used, whatever measurement metrics are being used, you can tweak just a few numbers to alter the image of a news channel quite easily. Because all you need to do is manipulate a very few number of households, and you get a very large variation.
No,
because
but I
news,
just want to
after
take
all,
our viewers
is only a small
through
part of the pie.
what one of the people who was paid money by Republic Television told the Mumbai police. And I'll just take you through his question and answer with the Mumbai police. This person said that in January 2019, a barometer was installed at his residence for which he was paid a certain amount of money. Then in January 2020, the accused Vishal Bhandari, who's a former employee of Hansa Research, and one Dinesh Vishwakarma visited his residence. Bhandari and Vishwakarma asked this person if he watched Republic, to which he said, no, I didn't watch Republic. Bhandari and Vishwakarma then offered a certain fixed amount every month if they watched Republic and kept the TV set on, regardless of whether that person was watching or not. And then every month he was paid money from January 2020 for watching the television set. And the most absurd part of this entire scam, Madhukishwa, is the fact that some of these people are poor, uneducated people living in slums who don't speak English, can't even read, and have an English channel playing on their television set regardless of whether they're home or not. That just corrupts the whole system.
Rahul, I'm actually quite shocked at the way the leading TV channels are eating out of the hands of Mumbai police, which is one of the most compromised police in the country today. And it's well known that it acts as a puppet of the D gang. I am no expert on TRP ratings, and therefore I will not comment on the figures, whether they are real or not. I would rather the case is properly investigated and through appropriate agencies. Since when has police commissioner become the chowkidar of TRP ratings? And since when has the police commissioner got the power to come, announce verdict, and he is admitting that the investigation is not complete. It is well known that police props up fake witnesses for fake cases. In this case, the police commissioner of Mumbai, Parambir Singh, is himself highly compromised. He messed up the Sushant murder case. Whether Republic TV is right or not, but certainly Mumbai police acted in criminal ways to mess up that case.
No, but one second, Madhukishwa, the Mumbai police will speak for itself.
Such a man.
No, but you know what the CBI probe and what the aims.
Who's himself locked,
ma'am, one second.
Who is under cloud.
Ma'am, one second.
Who is under cloud.
No, one second, ma'am.
And who is in a battle, locked in a battle against Republic TV, suddenly comes up with this. Let this case, has the News Broadcasters Association indicted Republic TV? Has the case been properly investigated by the agency?
So let me put some of those questions to PK Jain. PK Jain, respond to Madhukishwa. At this time, the Mumbai police is in a running feud with this television channel. The television channel has carried a series of stories against the police and against the government, and therefore the likes of Madhukishwa are alleging that this is a hit job, vendetta to get back at a journalist who's been running stories they didn't like. Respond to that, PK Jain.
Rahul, I got the angle of what she's talking about. Let us face the facts. The Supreme Court, while passing the order of transferring the investigation to CBI, has said that there is nothing wrong with the investigation conducted by Mumbai police. So that was the first certificate given. CBI has not been able to find anything different from what Mumbai police had found. Now the autopsy report, the investigation, the so-called embezzlement of funds, nothing is coming out. Practically nothing is coming out. Riya Chakravarti was arrested for something different altogether. That could be NCB angle of that case. Now there also she got bail. The High Court has come down very heavily on the investigating agency. Now, as far as her allegation of Mumbai police having been mixed up or a stooge of South gang, etc., I don't know which world is she living in. After MCOC was introduced in the state for the first time, we were the lead state. The mafia and the gangs were practically wiped out from the city. So I don't know what she's basing her charges at.
I wanted to come in. You know, this is the most serious charge the Mumbai police will have to deal with, where the channel will allege that because we've been doing journalism that you don't like, although I don't think any sensible person can call that journalism, that's propaganda and malicious propaganda at that, but that they've taken this position and they've launched this case because they didn't like the stories we did. Supriya.
Rahul, you know, first things first, for people who don't track television or have not worked in television, the households where these barometers are fixed are supposed to be confidential. How do these people have access to these households? I mean, I remember once we were in a place and, you know, they had these meters and somebody said, how do you know? So I said, I have no idea. And these guys have meters. I really want to know, how did these things come to light? And BARC needs to be questioned on their metric. The government needs to get involved into this. The IMB minister should come down very heavily on this. And if they do not, then you are raising questions on the whole credibility of how TV news is set up. It's all right to call out the guy who's muddied the waters, and he should be punished for it. But the reality is that the entire system seems to have gone for a complete toss. Confidential barometers have been revealed. Money has been paid. And you're right. You know, when I was a television journalist and when I was, you know, in a position at ET Now, I remember that there were households that were watching television channels for 18 hours, and one would wonder why. So today those questions will come to light. People need to be made to understand that TRP is a function of just two things: reach and time spent. So the moment you bring stickiness, the moment you bring people to spend more time in your channel, you can rig TRPs even with very, very small households. Rahul, I will say one thing. You and I have had very many disagreements, but I respect the fact that you've got people with differing opinions defending Republic TV on your debate, and I really want to put it on record.
I'm very concerned now. This is the second certificate I've got from Supriya. I seek no certificate from her or from anybody else. Usually we're at loggerheads. For some reason, she's being very nice, but that's not what we need. In fact, I get very worried. Far from those who like the fact that they've got politicians telling them how great a job they're doing. We get very concerned when any politician thinks we're doing a good job. Okay, Madhu Kishwa. No, Madhu Kishwa. Why don't you just say, if the Mumbai police can prove that Arnab Goswami paid people money to watch Republic TV, poor slum dwellers who couldn't even speak English, having an English news channel playing in their household for hours on end, that's a very serious charge which he needs to answer, not just from a legal perspective, but in the court of public opinion as well.
Rahul, firstly, I would like the appropriate agency, which is the Broadcasters Association, to investigate it. It's not the police's job, first and foremost, to declare people guilty even before the investigation is complete. Secondly, there's an appropriate agency. Thirdly, and most importantly, there have been many media scams which have been proven, including, for example, the NDTV Hawala scam involving 5,500 crores, where it's proven they were punished by the income tax authorities. I don't remember any media channel or newspaper spending 1 minute of time on it. You've been so kind to known scamsters within the media, and here, within minutes of the press conference of the police commissioner in Mumbai, there you go blasting, and this is the worst kangaroo court I have ever seen. I've seen many, and I have opposed them.
I don't see how you're calling it a kangaroo court, Supriya. One second, Madhu Kishwa. No, 1 second. Ma'am, it would be a kangaroo court if we had already decided that Arnab... 1 second, wait us down, please. Madhu Kishwa, this would be a kangaroo court if we had already decided that Arnab Goswami was guilty, as he often does on his television shows. If we'd asked for him to be hanged on a public town square, as he often does on his television shows, or for him to be whipped and caned, as he often does on his television shows. We're not doing that. We're saying the Mumbai police has leveled some charges. Those charges need to be investigated. I was very clear in my questions with the Mumbai police. It's the weight of evidence, Ashutosh, that the Mumbai police can present before a court of law and a real judge, not in a kangaroo court, not the kind of courts that he runs, but a real judge needs to weigh in on the evidence and decide whether or not Arnab Goswami paid money to fix the rating system. It needs to be proven in a court of law, not on India Today television, not on a television debate, but in front of a real judge. Ashutosh.
Rahul, for the sake of the argument, and I dread saying this, suppose if Mumbai police has got Aaj Tak in the headlines, India Today, in this scam, instead of Republic TV, how my dear friend Arnab Goswami would have been doing a debate on this.
Surely
And
you can't call him
you
my
can
friend.
very well, you can imagine what kind of the court he would have organized, what kind of words he would have used, and the way today he has shown the victory sign and all that, smiling. I think every body posture would have been diagnosed and would have been created such a ruckus around it that anybody would have watching that could have thought, "What, my God, what has happened?" So I'm really amazed the way the Madhu is defending. In fact, if that is journalism, what has been pursued by
I'm
him,
not.
then God save that kind of journalism.
No, but Dilip Cherian, I think we need to draw a distinction between the kind of journalism he does, whether you like that journalism or not. Once again, let's not make this about the kind of journalism or the story selection. This is about a crime. This is about paying money. If he did, he needs to answer for that.
You're not entitled to your statistics. So the Mumbai police has a very clear and simple job. They have to prove that the statistics that were thrown up, which benefited beneficiary A, B, or C, were manipulated. To my mind, I have also a disagreement with Supriya that we cannot expect government to monitor this. Those of us who have been in this business for long enough also know that there was a time not so long ago when newspapers were accused of printing vast numbers of copies and then dumping it into the Yamuna to show that they had larger circulation figures than they actually had. So this is a system, what you said, gaming a system, which goes back a long time. But if gaming has happened, the numbers today are huge and the impact of that is huge. So
okay, I'm out of time.
I'm not questioning any. Yeah, okay.
I'm out of time, and I just wish to conclude by saying this. We run a newsroom, not a courtroom. I don't think of myself as judge, jury, and execution. We've heard the charges leveled by the Mumbai police. This is not the verdict. This is not proven in court yet. These are the commissioner's charges, and yes, the commissioner has had to face some stick for good reasons and bad. Now, he needs to establish in a court of law with solid evidence that Arnab Goswami and Republic Television paid money. He has confessions, he has bank account details, he has people who claim that they've been paid money, he has ex-employees of Hansa Research saying that they're the ones who were contacted by Arnab Goswami. He claims there's a 20 lakh rupee deposit that's been found in the account. Now, all of this needs to be judged not by you and me, but by a real judge in a real court of law, because in our country it is the law that must prevail. And as we'd say for Riya Chakravarti or for anybody else, you're innocent till you're proven guilty, Mr. Goswami, and no matter how you run your newsroom and no matter how pathetic your journalism is, if it can even be called pathetic journalism, you have the right to present your case in a court of law, and we will wait for a real judge to decide whether or not you're guilty or not. For us at India Today, what's most important is trust, respect points. Those are the TRPs we work for. Yes, TRPs are important, television rating points are a part of what we do, but that's not what drives us. When we come to work every single day, what drives us is earning the trust, the respect of our viewers. Those are the TRPs that we care for the most, and we work very hard every single day to try and earn that TRP, the trust, respect point of every single person who's watching India Today at this time. For joining us, thank you. We'll have more on the other side of a very quick break. Stay with us. I've just received information that Ramvilas Paswan, leader of the Lok Janshakti Party, minister in the union government, has passed away. His son Chirag Paswan has put out a post to say, and I quote from his Twitter account, "Papa, अब आप इस दुनिया में नहीं रहे हैं, लेकिन मुझे पता है कि आप जहाँ भी हैं हमेशा मेरे साथ हैं. I miss you, Papa." That's Chirag Paswan mourning the death of his father, Ramvilas Paswan. One of the stalwart socialite leaders of Bihar, a product of the Lohia movement, and a man who really gave Dalit politics in the state of Bihar a new face. His son, though, now breaking away from the Janata Dal United and fighting the Bihar elections by putting up candidates against the JDU. So it's a big political gambit by the son at a time when the father was very unwell. And now we're hearing that this evening Ramvilas Paswan has passed away.